Hello, I'm currently working on a Unreal Engine 4 project and I've stumbled on a performance issue. My scene has 100 characters, of which 50 are visible and 50 are on the other side of the map. In the profile I noticed that I have a CPU bottleneck, as you can see in the unit graph window. After some digging, I found out that my animation thread eats up a lot of resources. You can check the animation thread timing by using stat-anim command in the console. Note that opening the debug window also makes your game run slower. For animating, I use the C++ version of Advanced Locomotion plugin. This plugin provides great locomotion features, but it's also very expensive on the CPU. The link for the plugin is in the description. Simplest way to optimize the performance is to turn on the update rate optimization, or URO. I think that it's also turned on by default if you use the character class from the plugin. URO uses the distance to camera to skip the animation frames. Blue square means that it skips 2 frames, green skips 1 frame, and red updates every frame. We can see that it significantly reduces the time spent on animation worker threads. We can configure it to be even stricter if we want to. I think that detailed configuration can only be achieved in C++ projects though. URO allows us to define how many frames we want to skip based on the LOD level. So first we have to generate LODs for our mesh if you haven't done that already. I generated 4 LODs, and it's also useful to remove the smaller bones from LOD, as they aren't really visible at larger distances. I removed all the fingers and twist bones and reduced the amount of bones that affect a vertex for higher LODs. After that, we can go to our C++ project and add the following lines to our character class. We have to set should use LODs flag and then set how many frames we want to skip for each LOD. We can also define the update rate for non-rendered characters, which may be useful if you are running the game as a server. If you're a client, you can turn off ticking by using visibility-based animtick option. By setting the max eval rate for interpolation, we can define if we want the frames to be interpolated or not. If we run the game, we can see that we also have black squares now, which means that it will skip 3 frames or more. It is useful when characters are far away and we aren't able to see them clearly, so we can get away with fewer frame updates. I also have the interpolation on, and if we turn it off we can see how the frame skipping actually works. If you have any suggestions or ideas on animation performance optimization, let me know in the comments.